Itself shows that, you're not a reliable witness and are, in all probability, fabricating evidence.
To Kapil Singh, Malaysia's most senior civil rights lawyer, Azizan's unreliable evidence was enough in itself to kill off the prosecution's case.
Our contention was that the case should have been thrown out at the close of the prosecution case itself. Many senior judges have in fact commented that had they sat on this case, they would have thrown out the case without the defense being called.
The fact it was not thrown out strongly suggests this was not a criminal case at all, but the political trial of Anwar Ibrahim. Found guilty on all counts, Anwar was jailed for 15 years, a decision condemned by jurists and leaders around the world. But Mahathir seems not to care. His threat to Anwar of court action if he hadn't resigned had been fulfilled.
Can I ask you about the international reaction to the Anwar trial, sir? Can I ask you for a comment on that, sir?
I don't care about that.
You don't care about that? Why did you change? Why did you so my own business, sir? The world is interested. Yeah, okay. Sir, why did you change your mind so dramatically on Anwar? Okay. Dr. Mahathir, why did you so publicly condemn him, sir, when the evidence really wasn't there?
You will not accept any evidence.
I'm sorry, sir?
I think he wanted a conviction at all costs. Because had there been no conviction, that would prove him wrong. That would prove that he was wrong in having dismissed his deputy. Those were the stakes.
And what of Anwar's allegations of serious corruption in the government? Taking his new duties in his stride, Abdullah Badawi is the man who replaced Anwar as Malaysia's Deputy Prime Minister. Favoured for now by Mahathir, this usually straight-talking party stalwart dismisses Anwar's allegations as nothing new.
Yes. What are your personal concerns about Malaysia's international image after the Anwar trial?
What has got that to do with globalisation?
It's got a lot to do with it now, sir, because obviously transparency, internationalisation...
I don't think it has got anything to do with that. Anwar's trial has...
There were very serious allegations raised in court by Anwar and by others about very high-level corruption and cronyism. Specific cases
it is not something new. The battle for corruption has been going on even before, and now we'll continue to fight corruption. We do not pay lip service to these efforts that are being made at the moment, and we'll continue with that. There's nothing new about it. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. So, do you have any personal concerns yourself about the trial, about the finding? Or perhaps
I just leave it to the court.
Yeah. Will you be following up inquiries in any way?
No, I don't
for what's been raised? No. There'll be no inquiry, sir?
I am
on any of the allegations of corruption?
I'm not aware of any inquiry about anything yet.
Likewise, the Prime Minister sees no need for any inquiry into any of Anwar's allegations.
Dr. Mahathir, will you be launching an inquiry into the allegations of corruption that were raised in court?
We won't believe it anyway.
Yes, we would, sir.
Of course, no, we are brown people.
No, that's not a...
Only white people know justice.
No, sir, people are worried about injustice and corruption,
That's why they're kicking all the blame on the good side.
With Anwar in jail, his wife, Wan Aziza, has been thrust almost unwillingly into the maelstrom of Malaysian politics. And as she takes her daughters to see their father the only way they now can, through prison glass, Wan Aziza doesn't expect any mercy for her husband.
Well, it's sort of expected because I think the institutions of government were not used just to acquit Anwar at the final verdict day. But when it came, well, it's like a blow, you do expect it, but when it lands, it still hurts.
Mahathir has shown his utmost meanness and criminality. At every step, Mahathir has committed crimes against Anwar. Not a single so-called legal proceeding against Anwar fulfills the legal requirements. The list of crimes of Mahathir, the Malaysian media and the Malaysian judiciary and the Malaysian police is endless.
Anwar Ibrahim is now in jail for 15 years, the result of being a challenge to Dr. Mahathir. But in pursuing trumped-up sodomy charges, Mahathir has offended the Malay sense of decency, for the first time driving large numbers away from his ruling party.
And we have now Malaysians who are very much aware of what's happening. We are very much aware of the injustices and the abuse of power on the part of the government, and very much critical. And this is what the country needs at this moment.
If he serves the full 15 years, Anwar will be almost 70 when released, removed from the public arena for the term of his political life. But until there's a new leader in Malaysia, there seems little hope of reprieve for someone whose only crime was to defy an old man who refuses to let go of power.
The trials of Anwar. In his letter to Foreign Correspondent, Anwar revealed he was suffering in an oppressive system which had lost all its redeeming qualities. But, he wrote, it was ludicrous to assume that Malaysians would endure indefinitely such autocratic and corrupt rule. You can read Anwar's letter to us on our website, along with other documents from our investigation. That's our program for this week. We return to our regular format next week with more from our foreign correspondents around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.
No secrets, madame.
Yet.
Someday.